Looks like we're live on Facebook and on Zoom and on Instagram. Okay, perfect. Whoops, all of a sudden that has gotten big. Okay, well, welcome to Ease Your Anxiety. This is an introductory session for those that are new to energy work that have heard about it and they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should give this a try. Well, this is your free trial to see what you think about it. Um, this is to shift you from feeling stressed and overwhelmed and kind of feeling heavy from the weight of anxiety to where you can feel more calm and lighter. That's the whole purpose of this session. Um, and I'm happy to have you live here joining me today. And if you want to watch the recording later, it's going to be taped and it will be available on YouTube as well as the other platforms that I'm on. So I'm UB with UB Energy Wellness. I was a physical therapist for over 30 years, helping patients, recover from total knee replacements and getting better after like infections and long stays in the hospital to get back to what their normal used to be. And but I found that there was a group in my patient population that I could not help because I knew that the pain that they were experiencing was real pain. It was headaches or neck pain or back pain, but it was not from physical trauma, but it was from emotional trauma. And all the education that I had received, the continuing ed courses, they did not help me to help these patients. And then I was led into energy work, and now I'm certified in emotion code, body code, belief code, as well as a master practitioner for the global energy method. I'm also a Reiki master, and I'm also certified in multiple other modalities as well. And today we're going to be using emotion code, which is, when people have emotional trauma and they don't use the time that they have to kind of process that and just kind of stuff it, because everybody's busy, right? And so they're like, oh, I don't have time to deal with this. And so they just stuff it. And then things continue to pile up. And so all those trapped emotions have vibrational energy, and it makes it really hard for you to be able to play full out when you're carrying all this emotional baggage with you. And that's what emotion code does, is to help pull that out so that anxiety is not running your life, because that is absolutely exhausting. So, before I explain how the group energy balancing works, first the fine print disclaimer that I'm going to read right now. I clearly state that I'm not a medical doctor, a psychologist, or a counselor, and while the group energy balancing sessions are intended to help you with your healing journey, these sessions are not a substitute for medical or psychological care, and no specific results or benefits are claimed or promised. And by participating in today's session, live or through the recording, it's understood that you agree to the UB Energy Wellness client consent service agreement waiver privacy policy terms and conditions located on my website, which is ubenergy.com. And if you are new to energy work and you want to know more about it in a real succinct way, on my website, under the Learn More tab, there are videos that explain, really short ones, like a minute or like 2 minutes, that explain how energy works and why it works and why I'm so excited about this. Okay, so this is a special and dedicated space that is filled with grace and love and acceptance for each of you that are joining me either live or watching the recording, um, to focus on the issue that you want to work on. The issue being, whatever it is that is causing you angst right now. The Maybe you have a conflict between you and a child, right? That is just keeping you up at night. Maybe it is something going on at work, so whatever the issue is. So kind of focus on that and put it out into the universe that this is what you want to work on in this session. And then I want you to think about what your life would look like if this issue was resolved. Would you have more peace? Would you be more calm? Would you be able to show up more like yourself than how you are feeling right now? Right? So the brain has to have somewhere to go. right? A goal to work towards. And so envision what your life would be like if this issue was resolved. So keep that in mind. And then also to have the intention that this session will be for the highest good for all those that are participating. Okay, let's see. Because the combined intention multiplies the power of the session. So please put that intention out into the universe as well. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to muscle test for the entire group to see what um, emotions we need to take care of and release so that you can feel lighter, right? And then replace it with the opposite to elevate your energetic being, because the low vibrational energies, which are like guilt and hate and shame, they just pull your energy down. And so we're going to get rid of those and then putting the opposite, which is going to really elevate the entire system because you're not carrying all this heavy low vibrational energies around. So most people have similar and emotions that they carry around anxiety, right? That we can release in a group setting. And so this obviously doesn't go as deep as one-on-one sessions do, but it can be very powerful. So you may go, oh, sadness, that is the emotion, and that really resonates with me. And maybe the next one, which would be indecisiveness, maybe that doesn't resonate with you as much. And that could be because one, you don't have that trapped emotion within you, but then it might have been something that happened when you were 5 that you've been carrying around all this time that you don't consciously understand or remember. And so just because you go, oh, well, this has nothing to do with me, you may not remember, or yeah, you may not have anything to do with you, but we're moving forward as a group. And so a lot of it, I'm assuming, is going to be applicable to you, but some of it may not. Okay. So let us just center and take a couple of deep breaths, right? So take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill that chest and your abdominal cavity up with air, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This is helping us to center and to be open. Here we go. Deep breath in and exhale out. I totally forgot to record this, so I'm going to start that
Recording
now.
in progress.
Okay, here we go. We are going to go ahead and deep breath in through your nose. Expand your chest. Deep cleansing breath in and exhale slowly. This deep breathing kicks in our parasympathetic nervous system and help us to start getting calm. So here we go. Deep breath in and out. Okay. I'm going to have you close your eyes and continue to do this deep breathing while I ask for divine help, because I don't do the healing, right? Our divine source does the healing. And everyone has their own divine source. If you want to ask them for help, that's great. For me, it's Heavenly Father and Jesus. So I'm going to ask them for help. I'm also going to ask for help from my healing team and every participant's healing team, because everyone has a team that is cheering for them. This could be past, people that are relatives that have passed on before. I believe that they are like our angels that are looking after us. And so for me, that's my healing team. Okay, so I'm going to ask for help from my source energy, to our Heavenly Father and Jesus. And you ask for help for whoever you want to ask help for. And my healing team, that this session today will be for the highest good for all of the participants, that we'll be able to find which emotions we need to release by priority and to release it as pure energy back into the universe to improve intuition and to protect us and to help us with any processing issues. I ask for help with protection to shield every single participant individually and myself, that we are not sharing or absorbing others' energies, and to protect us from offensive energies. And now I connect to all the participants as a conduit for God to do all the healing, because I obviously don't do the healing. Okay. Are we connected? Are we shielded? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh, let me explain before I start. So we are using emotion code, which was developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he divides 60 emotions. He started off with hundreds and came to these 60 being the critical ones that we usually face, and it is divided into 2 columns and 6 rows with 5 emotions in each box. So I'll muscle test and see which ones we are supposed to do in which order, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So let's get started. All right, so here we go. Is it column A or B? It's column B. Is it odd, even? It's even rows. Is it 2, 4, 6? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Ah, worthlessness. Okay, that is a big one. Okay, worthlessness. Okay, and what is this regarding? Is this like about work? Okay, is it, do we need to know more? Okay, so you're feeling worthless at work, whether that be from your bosses making you feel that way or other situations, right? So I'll put worthlessness regarding work, replaced with, what are we going to replace it with? Here we go. I am significant. Nice. Okay, letting worthlessness go, feeling that way at work, letting that go, and then pulling in, I am significant. I am significant. Okay, good. What's next? B, A, odd, even. 6, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. Disgust. What are we disgusted about? Is this like about work, family? No, it's not work or family. Is it about um, world affairs? Yeah. There's a lot going on in the world right now, which can be very um, upsetting, right? And we feel kind of powerless about that, right? As to what's going on in the world. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I am accepting. Now, I am accepting doesn't mean that you're accepting that this is how it is right now. Not necessarily that you like it, but so that you can move past it. Because as long as you are fighting it, resistance makes it so that you're not able to think clearly and so that you can't flow with it, right? Because we only have so much influence over our circle of influence. And so, but if you continue to fight it, then it makes it hard for that energy to be able to flow. So, disgusted about the world affairs, letting that go. And that's a strong one because we got a lot going on. And replacing it with, I am accepting that this is how it is right now, right? Just accept that that's how it is, but that doesn't mean that you can't change it. Okay, so that is regarding world affairs. Okay, what's next? Okay, B, A, odd, even, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Okay, confusion. What are we confused about? Confusion about, is there something about the family? Is this about health? Okay, is this your own health? Confusion about your own health? Okay, is this like navigating medical? Okay, yeah, okay. Own health. Okay, so I wrote on here, and you're going to get a report of this on my Facebook and also on Instagram. It'll be on there as well. Um, Okay, so confusion regarding your own health and navigating resources, like which doctor to go to, finding out more about insurance. Maybe you need home health and how to navigate that because every single piece or the arms are different, right? And how you do that. So let's see what we need to replace this confusion with. I am clear-headed. Nice. Okay, so letting go confusion regarding our own health and navigating resources, right? Because we want to maximize our resources. I tell my kids all the time, we need to maximize the resources that you have. Letting that go and replacing it with, I am clear-headed. I am clear-headed, so that you are able to think through clearly and to know who you need to go to for help, because we can't navigate it by ourselves. It just takes too long, right? All right, what's next? B, A, odd, even, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2. Self-abuse. Whoa, okay. Do we need to know more? Nope. Okay, so we don't need to know more about it. And this could be like, mental abuse, which is like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not whatever, right? This is because that becomes self-fulfilling prophecy in the end. And so what we say to ourselves all the time has a lot of power in how we show up in the world. Okay, I am supported. Nice. Okay, so letting go of self-abuse, because we don't need that, and pulling in, I am supported. I am supported. Because we're not meant to navigate life alone. We all need help at some point in our lives, right? And when we don't need help, that's when we help others. Okay, so B, A, odd, even, 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vulnerability. And is this like in the workplace? No. Is this in the family? Okay, so is this like when you were a child? Oh, okay. So as a child, whoever this is for, felt really vulnerable, and I don't know if that was like due to abandonment or some other issue. Do we need to know more? Okay, no. Okay. Replaced with, what are we going to replace it with? I am protected. That is powerful. Okay, letting that go. Vulnerability in the family as a child. And maybe you don't even remember, you know, our subconscious records everything. It remembers everything, right? But consciously, we may not even remember this, but that's something that you felt and that you held on to. So letting that go and pulling in, I am protected. I am protected. Okay, great. All right, what's next? B, A, odd, even, 6, 4, 2, 1, 2. Despair. Oh, that is so hard. Despair regarding what? Family, work, finances. Okay, we're still like in this recession, or around here, gas prices are still going back up again, even though eggs have come down a little bit. Replaced with, I have courage. That's great. Okay, letting go of despair regarding finances, letting that go and replacing it with, I have courage. I have courage. Right? You've lived through 100% of your hard days. 100%. That's an A plus. Well, not plus, but A, because you've survived all your hard days. And so that means that you will continue to survive, right? Take it one day at a time, maybe 1 hour at a time, maybe 1 minute at a time, but have the courage to move forward because you can do it. Okay, what's next? B, A, odd, even, 6, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Worry. Oh, okay. So what is worry? Worry about what? Is it about finances? No. Is it about family? Okay. Is this between spouses, partners? No. Between parent and child. Okay, so there's a worry. Is there like an issue? Okay. replaced with, what are we going to replace with? I am calm. All right. So letting go of worry regarding an issue between a parent and a child. And I don't know if you're the parent or if you are the child, right? So something that wasn't resolved when you were younger as a child with your parents, or if you're the parent and you have children, right? And there's a conflict there, letting that go and replacing it with I am calm. I am calm. Okay, what's next? Be a odd even 6 4 2 1 2 3 4. Nervousness. What are we nervous about? Is this about work, family? No. About the nation. Yeah. Because we got a lot going on in our nation, right? Replaced with I am peaceful. Okay. So letting go of nervousness regarding where we are as a nation and where we're headed, right? Okay. Letting that go and replacing it with I am peaceful. I am peaceful. Oh, okay, there we go. Okie doke. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, here we go. Be a odd even 6 4 2. Oh, guilt. Okay. Guilt is one of the lowest vibrational emotions that we have. Um, Hang on. Okay. Okay, so guilt regarding, do we need to know more? No. Okay, because we don't need to know, right? We just know that it is guilt, right? We're going to replace it with, and let's see, I have self-forgiveness. Sometimes that's the hardest thing, to forgive ourselves, right? So letting go, here we go. Letting go of guilt. That one's heavy. Letting that go. And replacing it with I have self-forgiveness. I have self-forgiveness. Okay. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Did anyone absorb anybody else's energy? No. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. So to minimize possible processing issues that you might have, and you may be like, what does that mean? You may have shadows of the stuff that we went ahead and released, which was like vulnerability or despair or guilt or something, and or you may feel kind of tired, right? A lot of my clients, no, not a lot, but some of my clients told me that after they did a session with him, they were like, I'm so tired. And so to minimize any of these processing issues, stay hydrated, eat clean, get plenty of rest, move your body gently, take care of your body so that the energetic body is able to take care of itself. So, and let's also ask for help, right? So from divine help. So we ask for help from our divine source, for me, Heavenly Father, and Jesus, and also our healing teams to help us with any processing issues that we might have. I also request that each participant in this group will be able to feel the love that you have for each of them, that you are cheering for them, that they have your support, and that they are not navigating life on their own. We thank we thank you all for the help that you have given us today in this session. Thank you so very much. Is there anything else we need to do now in this session? No. Okay. So can we disconnect from the group? Okay. All right. Okay, so this session incorporated the following two elements. First, excising the trapped emotion, the gunky stuff we don't need. That's the worthlessness, the disgust, the confusion, self abuse, vulnerability, despair, worry, and nervousness and guilt that we've been carrying around. That has been taken out and it's been replaced with its opposite, which has been I'm significant, I am accepting, I am clear headed, I am supported. I am protected. I have courage. I am calm. I am peaceful. And I have self forgiveness. So the energy is completely different. You know, when I've read those first, the negative emotions, and then all of what we replace them with. Um, so getting rid of that gunk, getting rid of that gunk. So you are not who you were before this session started. Your frequency is higher now and you are operating at an elevated energy level. My hope is that you will see shifts and changes in how you act and react to triggers, and that you will feel lighter and not weighed down so much by the emotional junk that you may be carrying. So a report of what was released will be posted in the video on my Facebook feed and also on Instagram. And if you have any questions about the sessions, please DM me and I can address it at that time. We meet on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Mountain, 12 noon on Eastern Time on Zoom, Facebook Live, and Instagram Live. If you have friends or family that may benefit from this session, please share this because this is like an introductory session. So people can try it out and see how they feel. You may not, the changes that you may feel may be really slight and insignificant that you don't notice for a couple of days, or it could be really significant. So just kind of see how you feel. And if you want to join again, that would be great. I also have a free group. It is a private Facebook group that addresses anxiety. It's called Calm Your Anxiety. You're welcome to join that as well. It will involve emotion code as well as body code and Reiki. And so it's more packed and ready for those that want to move on from this introductory session to something else that's a little more significant to help you address your anxiety. And if you are interested in finding out more about what I do and maybe looking to do like a one-on-one session, then please go to my website, ubenergy.com, yuubenergy.com, and and then book a free healing strategy call with me so we can kind of discuss what's going on with you so that we can come up with a tailored plan that's individualized for you to meet your needs. So I hope that you will be feeling better after this introductory session. And for those attending live, Sandra, it was great to see you and hope to see you next week. Bye now.